Alright, so it's mushroom season. And one of my favorite meals to prepare on a cold rainy day is TENTE ramen. So I bought two types of wild mushrooms for this recipe, TENTE and kavansa. Now these mushrooms are usually riddled with sand, so it's important to rinse them thoroughly. I filled up a dish with water and rinsed the TENTE first. It was relatively cleaner than some TENTE I've bought in the past, so it didn't take much rinsing. Once rinsed, I broke it down into smaller pieces and it was ready to cook. The kavansa was however quite sandy. You'd think someone scooped a lot of soil and sprinkled it all over these babies. I had to rinse it twice to get it clean. I set it aside and got started with the TENTE. I poured some cooking oil in a pot and turned on the heat. Once the oil got hot, I added in diced onions and tomatoes, minced habanero chili peppers and salt. I fried it for about 3 minutes, then added in the TENTE. I then put a lid on the pot and left it to cook. After 5 minutes, the mushrooms had released the excess water that they sucked up and things were looking good. I gave it a good mix and put the lid back on. After another 5 minutes, the water had reduced and the TENTE was ready. Onto the kabansas. I poured a bit of water in a pot, then tossed in the mushrooms. I added diced tomatoes, onions, and salt. I was supposed to add oil at this point, but I completely forgot. I did eventually add some off camera. After 20 minutes of cooking, the kabansas was ready. I boiled up 2 packs of noodles and it was time to plate. I got a large bowl and added in the noodles first. I then sprinkled in the vegetable and beef flavor packets. These flavor packets are super important to this recipe because they are MSG heavy and MSG enhances flavor. I mixed it all up, wiped down my plate, then added in the TENTE gravy. In true Japanese style, I neatly added the TENTE. Then the kavansa, a soft boiled egg that I had sliced in half, my homemade chili crisp, a bit of toasted sesame seeds on the egg, and spring onions. It was fire as always. The TENTE soup mixed in with those flavor packets created a flavor bomb. The TENTE was slippery on the outside and meaty on the inside. It was perfect. The kavansa was great. The eggs were amazing.